Hello guys and welcome back to my Divinity playthrough. We are on episode, I think this is 17 now. I didn't really do much in between episodes. I went to speak to Mardanius. Unfortunately, he didn't have much gold or potions. I got what I could and also sold a couple of items just to pay for the cost of the potions. But beside that, nothing really to report. So let's just continue, and we're gonna explore the outside of the Abbey first. I've been thinking on a couple of quests we've got. Obviously, there's the one in the Abbey. Well, I assume to be the Abbey, where we have to clear the curse, remove the curse. There's also the one to do with the animals, like as well as the poisoning one. I'm still led to believe, at least putting two and two together, that the poison that we found under the bar in the cellar. Oh,
Ghosts! There's ghosts in the Abbey! Let me pass! Run! Run for your life!
Jesus! As I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted, I still feel like the poison we found in the cellar that was behind that locked door possibly has something to do with it, so I do want to go and check that. It was locked, so maybe we found a key regarding like getting into it. I'm not actually sure. But I'll go and have a look at that at some point.
That was agreeable.
Yay, we leveled up, which means magic. Do we have enough to get... There's more skills, hang on. Alchemy... Oh, we can't. We need level 21. What level are we right now? 17. Oh, 4 levels before we can do that. Oh, that's unfortunate. Embrace shadows, poison weapon. Let's go straight to mage. Elemental bolt, of course. Freeze, burning wall. Resurrect grants you the godlike ability to bring the fallen back to life. Interesting. Spell shield for absorbing damage, magical might, etc, etc, etc. Skeletal wall. Summon 5 hardened skeletons. Each skeleton receives a bonus of 5 to 1 of its resistances hardened skeletons have. Level 16. Okay. Polymorph? I'm not sure what I would take here. Let me... Intelligence all the way. I could do identify 4. I still feel like it's not that useful for me at the moment. I don't think any of these make sense to me. Out of all of these spells, I mean, I could always upgrade this. That will put it at 76 damage, right? I don't know, guys. I am not sure what's worth me taking. Trader's Tongue is going to be good for selling stuff. We've had that since the beginning of the game. I think there might only be 1 level to this. Let's just grab it.
How wonderful.
Oh no, there is more. Okay, that's fine. I know people might be watching this and be thinking, why don't you just get more spells? But honestly, as you've seen, it's not like I've really needed to take any other spells. Which, believe me, is unfortunate. I'd love to be able to use and swap between them. But if there's not really a need to do that, then what's the point of you spending my points on it? You know what I mean? I don't know, that's the way I see it anyway. I know people might see it different. And again, if you ever feel like Nathan, maybe try this spell out. You know, or this one's really good, you should grab it, etc, etc, then sure, let me know in the comments down below. I'm honestly not fussed. It's just the way I see it right now. It doesn't seem like it's worth me wasting points on spells that aren't going to be the best for me. especially when normal creatures, at least, I'm basically 1 to 3 shotting. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm underpowered in terms of damage I'm doing. Obviously, I'm assuming certain monsters, enemies, whatever you want to call them, have certain resistances, and they're going to be more susceptible to certain types of damage. I'm assuming that's the case. We haven't really seen anything that's give us reason to believe that exactly, but there must be a reason why there is different elements, and there's that one spell that combines, I think it was fire and lightning. Hi, you bitch. Mix that.
Superb.
Drink that. Need another blue potion. I can't believe we need to wait till level 21 to get alchemy. I feel like alchemy's been like the most useful thing for me at the moment. Of course it makes sense because, you know, I'm using potions all the time, but that should be super useful. Where's that wasp? Okay. Okay. The area surrounding the Abbey has been cleared. Now let's go inside it. That's taken me about 5 minutes or so just to clear that surrounding area. It's quite long. We don't have any mana right now though, which is quite unfortunate. But I kind of want to be cheesy. I'm gonna be cheesy. Where's my bloody... There it is. Let's just teleport back here real quick. I know it's only 1 potion, and you might be thinking, Nathan, really? But at the same time, I don't have that many. I have 7, and all of them are OP. Like that, they're better than what I actually need. So if we can get a few kills off without actually having to use a potion, you know, then why not? Right, save it. Oh, I like the music. This music's funky. I'm just wondering how much easier this game would be, or harder it would be, if I was like playing a warrior. But it seems like health potions are somewhat in abundance. Obviously, it still would probably be worth taking alchemy to make them, and you probably would use some magic at least. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back out there and clear that little bit up, but that's fine. Can we get around the side of the building? We can.
I'm exhausted. Let me rest a while.
Oh, that's a big guy. This guy just drains my magic. Gives me a decent amount of XP, but Jesus, man. We might not even have enough. I'm gonna have to start using these other potions. It fills up nothing. It's so bad. It's just not worth it. I hate it.
My energies are depleted. Let me regain my strength.
Oh, free restoration potion. Yay. Thank you. I feel like finding potions is quite hard. And yeah, I'm sure, like, yes, go to the merchants, Nathan. Just go and buy some fucking stuff. Like, I know. I can't help the way I play RPGs, okay? I have a systematic way of doing things. Section by section. And if something's crazily out of the way, then I'd rather not go there. Until I'm finished in the area I'm in. Alright, let's save it again. The outside of it's been done. The Abbey looks like it's fair-sized.
Ooh, this surely is a creepy place.
Oh God, why you gotta say it like that? Okay, I don't know what that updated. Steel Warrior.
I must rest before I can use another spell.
What the hell? Fire arrows. Oh, empty flask. I'll take that. Well, there's a lot of them. Dropping some potions. We like that. We like that a lot, actually.
That was agreeable.
So now we get more potions, more restoration. Hey, that's what we need. There's a teleport here. Grab this. Not like we need to use it, of course, but let's continue, should I say, searching the outside first. Do I have any normal flasks? I think I can fill that one up. Let's just grab the magic.
How wonderful.
Don't have any healing potions to mix it with, but it's fine. Let's save it again. Go left first. Lich! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Ow! Okay, I just got destroyed. What the hell was that? Okay. We haven't died in a while. Come out here, bitch. Oh, he's got a lot of resistance, but I'm just slamming it. I don't know how much XP I got there, but so he was definitely not susceptible to lightning, as we could see. Jesus, there's a lot of skellies. Save it. Let's go through this door. Have a look around. Oh god. Kill this first. Kill this as well. Okay, there's more. Okay. I'd like to click these bookcases and see what we find. A book that says there are 3 types of swordsmen: the beginners, the bravados, and the masters. If you've already learned the basic techniques, you can easily distinguish the beginners from the experts. The beginner does not know how to hold a sword properly, and his fighting stance is completely unbalanced. The bravados are versed in the arts of sword fighting, but they reveal their knowledge merely through exhibition. You can find many bravados at fairs where they demonstrate the skills in front of an excited masses. A real sword master is a mentor who travels from town to town to teach his skills, but he will always hide his best tricks. A true sword master will teach you everything you know, not everything he knows. Ah, I like that. Cooking recipe: honey butter. Take some butter and let it stand in a warm room until it becomes soft. Add some honey and stir it until it is blended. Add chopped nuts if you want to, cover everything and keep it in a cool place. And another book here. Elven Cider. Mix some cider with the juices and lemons, or with the juices of lemons and oranges in a large saucepan. Place some ginger and spices in a small bag and add it to the saucepan. Heat the pan until it begins to boil. After 5 minutes, remove the bag, stir the mixture in brandy and serve warm. Sounds lovely. Okay, there's only one more thing to read. There's a manuscript here of a man. Sure. That's already read that. It's Elven Cider. That looks like the summoners we've been fighting. Some form of demon. Pentagram. What will happen to our society if the Divine Order appears? According to prophecy, the Divine One will lead our people into a better world. But what will this new world look like? I have read most all texts about Reuben Farrell, the author of the prophecy, and the more I study those tenets, the more inconsistencies I find. What kind of person would the Divine One be? Would every living being see his vision for the new world, or would the Divine One select people? If the Divine One would change the face of this world, it is almost certain he will destroy all evil. I do not like the thought of something being destroyed, even if it is evil. Can the Divine One really distinguish between good and evil, or will he choose randomly? Okay, sure. Deep in the forest there lived a witch called Yargamain. Her beauty and intelligence were unmatched in the realm, and at the age of 32, Yargamain decided to spend the rest of her life in the solitude of the forest. Legend has it that she befriended a mighty spirit who lived in the forest, and that she became his lover and gave birth to his child. Sadly, Yargamain's newborn was ugly. Our newborn boy was ugly and looked more like a beast than a man-child. His whole body was covered in brown fur, and as the boy grew up in the forest, he looked more and more like a terrifying animal. He killed innocent people who ventured too near to Yargamain's hut, and so she decided to end the son's pitiful existence. Once the spirit discovered what she had done, he strangled her. Now he haunts the area around Yargamain's hut with the spirit of his son beside him. Ooh, I wonder if we're going to find that. Oh, dealing. Oh, so this is part 2. We've read I think we read part 1 and 5, but I and Shadow discussed our plans to thieve the fabled dreaming gem for several hours and finally settled that, come what may, I would pay her 1,000 gold pieces to join my scheme. Proceeds that came from the sale of the gem would also split 50-50. Some might say I came off much worse from the deal, but what's 1,000 gold pieces here or there when one expects to make 1 million on the success of a plan, and it expects sure death if it fails? I handed the money over there and then. The hour being near dawn, when we had finished, I suggested that we forget sleeping that night and settle the deal with a romp on the bed. Sure. With a demure flick of her wrist, Shadow broke my nose, and her booted foot knocked me through the door of our rented chamber. Gods, for a dwarf, that woman knew how to tickle the fancy of an orc warrior. I've known orc chieftains' daughters who had less skill at the courtly art of love play. Jesus Christ. I was still holding a rag to my streaming nose, which Shadow had reset skillfully, but with sexy brutality, when we set off together the following noontime. She travelled light as a professional thief must, but I was a warrior, so had to carry my spare weapons and certain leather-bound packages on my back. I have engaged in many such adventures in my long life, but never one that has stuck in my memory with such clarity. Despite the passing of over 60 years, of course, all the scar tissue helps remind me as well.
Sorry, I can't use that.
There's so many books. In an age known as the Renaissance, there once lived a druid who lived in Tenebriel, the Dark Forest. The druid went by many names, but the most common was Naratol, an ancient word meaning spell weaver. Despite his many services given to the forest and its inhabitants, Naratol was greatly disliked by the elves. Bitch, I'm reading! God damn it! Well, let me spam as quick as I'd like to. Yeah. I like it. Where did the other one go? Okay, can you let me read now, please? Naruto was greatly disliked by the elves. To them, Naruto was still human, and the elves whispered, a black wizard in league with the damned. One day, an ignorant elf challenged Naruto to a contest of wills. Naruto, having grown impatient with the arrogant manner of the elves, bewitched the troublesome elf, transforming him into a stately elm tree that served to provide a place of cool shade during the hot summers, as Naruto studied outside his hut. That sounds pretty cool. Sounds pretty cool. There's a book hidden behind there as well. Okay, we've seen that before. Cooking recipe, find spices. We've already read that as well. Okay, let me... Restoration, save it. The music's so good. It's a shame it stops after a while, but I love it. Oh, wait, could we rest in the beds? Oh, we could have. I shouldn't have wasted that potion. It's fine. I don't mind.
This door is locked tighter than a dwarf's ale purse.
And we... There we go. Sapphire ring. Thank you.
Locked.
Tutor's long dagger. Cool, 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 cool. Lockpicking actually becoming useful. Who would have thought? Although there is a key there, but... I wonder if that one's for that door. Probably, but we'll take it anyway. Let's pop this back to this. Okay, so this side's done. I wonder where this portal is. Probably in the middle of the room, I'd imagine. But let's go to the right side first. Nothing over here. Jesus, kill it all. Jesus Christ, that was a lot of stuff to kill. Nothing in here. I kind of want to go back across here just to rest. Hang on.
I must rest before I can use another spell.
Thank God for that. Let's run all the way down. Go for a little nap. What do you mean this is no time to sleep? Is it because I've only just done it? Oh. Come on, please. Alright, fine. I am extremely low on my potions, game. Please give me some more. Please and thank you. Sincerely, KREPTiiK. Got some potions there. There's also a cellar by the looks of it. See the steps. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing in here. Grab these. And there's ruby. Ruby, ruby, ruby! Ah! Okay, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Grab that.
That was agreeable. How wonderful.
There we go, a couple more potions. Thank the Lord. Okay. Questions, do we go down? Let's save it here. And then let's go up to the northern side first. We can go down there at any point. No rush. There might be something very big and evil here. There's not. Oh. I guess the Lich was the hardest thing in here? Halberd of the Rock. There is something strange about this weapon. What the hell does that mean? What do you mean there's something strange about it? I can't use it, I know that much. Maybe we can do something with it? Can we put it on here? Okay, nothing happened. We'll carry it with us, and maybe it will come up in the future. Who the heck knows? Because I don't. Well, let me get my stamina back. Why am I not replenishing stamina right now? I'm not encumbered, am I? Nope. I still have a bit more. I don't know. Maybe it's bugged. Let's just walk downstairs and maybe it will sort itself out. Okay, so the Abbey hasn't been too bad so far. I'm so confused. Okay, fuck it. Let's just use the stamina potion. It's just... Oh! It's this. That's why. Halberd of the Rock. I don't know if there's another use for it, but it obviously is so heavy. Even though it didn't over-encumber me, it's so heavy that it drains my stamina. Interesting. I will leave it there for the time being. Because we don't have a need for it right now. Ow! I don't have fine traps. Ow! Okay, kill me. Fuck's sake. Alright, we don't need to go up to the north yet. We know what's up there. We'll go back there in a minute. Let's try something here. Okay, that didn't fucking work. Stop going forward. Stop going... How the hell am I meant to go through here? If I just run... No. There's got to be a safe path. Ow! Okay, we made it. Fuck me, man. Now what's hurting me? What the fuck? I don't have fine traps. How does it expect me to get through here? Oh my lord. Oh, that's not what I'm trying to do. Where the hell are my skills? Where is fine traps? I swear there was a fine trap skill. Evade trap helps you avoid devious traps laid by the hand of your enemies. Detect traps of level 1. Even if I get that, I don't think it's going to be useful at this level. Like where I am, because they might be higher level traps. Bro. There's literally no way to avoid it, because I don't know where they are. This is stupid.
The rejuvenating properties of potions. I feel much better.
I'm glad. Okay, let's save it. Fuck it. No traps here? Maybe not. I think we're past the worst of it.
That was agreeable.
Do 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 do. Oh god. Hold up. Let me try fire on this guy, even though this isn't as strong. Oh, it's definitely better. And lightning's definitely better against these. They are steel. It makes sense. There's a golden key. I didn't even see that before. Probably for that door there. And these skeletons are quite annoying. Yeah, nothing in these, nothing in all this. Okay. Not going too bad. Do I want to get fine traps now? That's the question. Can't get that until level 22. I think... Fuck it.
How wonderful.
I don't know. Why not? I'm probably picking the worst skills in the game. It's fine. Let's get some more constitution.
This door is locked tighter than a dwarf's ale
Can I
purse.
pick it? Come on. What do you mean? Let me in. Okay, that key was not for that door. And I just wasted all my mana. Stab it. Fuck's sake. It's fine. I'm hoping we find a key for it. Maybe like... Okay, that spiderweb just fell. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Okay, I'm not even going to try and move them. It's a pain in the arse.
I'm not entirely sure.
Oh wait,
what
did that do
just
this
did.
door? Oh, hang on. Wait, I think it still said it's locked. Never mind. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, now I've got to use my big restoration potions. No, no. Jesus. Oh god. Come out. Where you at, bitch? Come at me. Ooh. I have 2 restoration potions. The rest are magic. I just wish I could combine these. It would be so much better for me. Alas, I can't. Alas. Alas, the game hates me.
I wonder what that did.
I might just have to beat out. I might just have to beeline it towards the market. And see if I can get some stuff and have to come back. If it gets to that point where I just can't progress. Which it might get to. Oh, fucking another lich. God damn it. I'm not really opposed against doing that, but obviously, like I say, I'd rather not. I need something that just gives me unlimited mana. That would be perfect. Okay, there's not actually anything else here, so I'm assuming that other lever opened that door. That's the only thing I could think it did. I pulled 2 levers. I don't think there was a third. I didn't see a third. The door's now unlocked. Cool. So I wonder what the key was for that I got. Let me save it. A lot of books. 3 chests. What the hell? At last, a living soul has finally come to set me free from my prison. Long have I waited for this moment. You do not look healthy. What ails you? The soul would hear my story. Marvelous. Though it is a dark tale of betrayal, I was once a mighty magician, my power flowing from the demon blood that ran through my veins. They called me the Engineer. During the age of the Renaissance, I can never say that word, this abbey was a great place of stored knowledge. This does not sound interesting so far. The monks were fearful that disciples from other orders might sneak into the library and steal their documents. They hired me to construct magical traps and devices to protect their repository of knowledge. I accepted thanks in large part to the large sum of money promised that would have paid for many important items I needed in my studies of the magical arts. I spent the entire month in the library, setting up my magical traps and defenses of the most devious designs. Throughout, the monks watched me carefully. As I finally laid the final traps and completed my work, they struck and imprisoned me in a magical cage that fed upon my life force. Damn. Yes, and of course, considering I had laid all of the traps, they deemed my knowledge dangerous and decided to imprison me. They were fools. I placed a curse on everything within the abbey, turning the monks therein into undead creatures for that treachery. They will suffer until I have my payment. And how can I release you? My spirit has grown restless over the years. The burning rage for revenge flows through my heart. It can only be extinguished if you give me 1,000 gold pieces, the sum promised to me by the monks. Okay, sure. The payment has satisfied the burning desire for revenge. The curse will be lifted, and I now await the mist of oblivion to take me to my rest. Farewell. Wow, we got a bunch of XP for that. I think we just got like 50,000. Okay, we saved him. That's good, right? Wrecked shield, spider's ring.
The container appears locked. That was agreeable.
Wizard sight book, vicious longbow. What's the wizard sight book? Did that just automatically give me it? What does it do?
How wonderful.
Oh, it's the skill itself. Interesting. That's the first we found of one of those. Let me see if I can pick this lock. Come on, baby. Oh, thank God. And we got a dwarven axe. And it's green, which means it's good. Okay. Strange amulet.
I have too much to carry. I must drop some items first.
Strange amulet Mardek. What the hell does Mardek mean? It gives a +4 to Constitution. You get Banish. And you get Survivor's Instinct. Okay, let me look at my skills. Where is Survivor's Instinct? Oh, so it gives you a +1 to this, which is my health regeneration. And then it gives you Banish, which I believe is a wizard spell, which is this one, right? It does. It gives you recently summoned creature must have spiritual resistance above 10 or perish. And it always inflicts damage. I don't know if that really works for like zombies and skeletons. It has like a picture of a skeleton on it, but I don't actually know. It's a pretty cool amulet though. Let me see what I'm wearing. What does mine give me? Just 2 defense and 1 healing and +1 repair. You know what? Let's swap it out.
I have too much to carry. I must drop some items first.
Are we actually encumbered? By how much? It can't be by a lot. By 8. Okay, let's drop these. Okay, and then let's look around the room. Anything else? Nothing in this bookcase, nothing in that bookcase. There's a book here. Let's read it. An openly blasphemous book cursing the Church of the Seven Gods of hypocrisy and political corruption. The writer ends with a call for a religious reformation. Okay. The lizard scholar and seer, Taldane was the first chronicler to divide the recent history of Rivellon in 4 separate ages of between 400 and 600 years each. Those ages are the Age of Deception. Oh, I think I've already read that. I have. Just what does the Church of the Seven Gods do with all the gold donated by the common people? Another book for the Church's blacklist of blasphemous writings. The author has a point, though. Definitely has a point. A seasoned journeyman must have come across them. Small magical stones. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, the Wylin, the Lin, sure. Form like a pebble but shining with a vivid color. Many warrior school weaponsmith or adventurer seeks them, because the stones can be fitted in weapons and armor that are crafted for this purpose. With an item thus prepared, any trained person can fit a selection of one or more stones, enhancing the beneficial magical effects greatly. This process is called charming. It is not reversible. I did not spare efforts in my research about the origin of these precious gems, but until the date of writing, my search has been in vain. Of all possible theories, I retain the most plausible. Stones were crafted long ago by wizards. The knowledge of this process has been lost, hence the stones have to be found. A tiresome and random process, and the lucky person able to find one of them can make a good profit off of it. The stones are mined by the dwarves living in their magnificent halls under the mountains of the dark forest. The stones can only be found in the deepest mine shafts, making the process of retrieval very difficult and expensive. A secret sect of merchants imports the stones from exotic countries far away. To keep the price high, they artificially import only few of these gems. In the most probable theory, we don't know where the stones come from. In the many years of my search, I could lay hand on several stones, allowing me to make a small categorization of them, which I list here. Knowing that it is far from complete, if it were possible to undo the process of charming, I would have come further. And now my conclusions are based on the few experiments I could perform. The stones can be categorized by color and by symbol. I found out that the color of the stones determines the strength of its magic. Although this is not a strict science, these are the colors ordered from weak magic first to strong magic last. So a gray stone is the strongest, green is the weakest, cyan is decent, and then red is even better. Of those last two hues, I was not able to determine which stones were most powerful. I also list out prices. Okay. I conclude that my overview with a description of the effects I could discover, as said above, it is a symbol that is typical for the effect. By no means this list is exhaustive. So I have a few of these. Where are they? So it's saying OOR is resistance to heat and fire. I held a weapon charmed with a Sir Ore stone for more than 15 minutes in our smithing's fire. The weapon had only faintly warmed up. We don't have that one. We have a bunch of red ones though. So the ones we have, like a deep red hue, they're the strongest. A greyish stone, I guess that's the greyish stone here. And then obviously cyan being blue. Resisting poison. And then greater strength, etc, etc. Okay. So it's basically just explaining the stones we've been finding throughout the game so far. A short story of the 7 gods. This is a lot. When the 7 gods were still young, they decided that each of them should have their own race, which they would guide through the eternal flow of time. And thus it happened that Raylik, the most powerful of all gods, became a patron of the human. The burly Duna created the dwarves in his own likeness, and even lived with them for a long time in the tunnels deep beneath the earth. Tyr Sendilius, who was also called the poet, went into the woods and created the elves. He blessed them with near immortality and wisdom. The reptile goddess Zolstisa wished to command a proud warrior race, and thus she created the lizard people, fierce fighters from the wasteland. The god Vrogir, renowned for his brutality and acts of violence, created the orcs and enslaved them for more than 300 years before he left Rivellon. Zanteza, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, the goddess of mirth and laughter, wanted an intelligent race. Versed in the arts of magic around her, she created the imps, who were talented magicians and engineers. The goddess Amaria was an outsider, preferring to live in complete solitude. As the centuries passed, the 6 races spread over the whole continent. One day, Amaria fell in love with a wizard, and she gave birth to several demigods. She granted her lover immortality and decided that she would act as the patron mother of the wizards. Although wizards are not really considered as a separate race, they now have their own goddess whom they worship. Interesting. Manuscript about honey butter. Collected notes of Trim Daedalus, the Assassin Part 2. Did I read this one already? Mayhap it was ill-fated love for the farm girl that led the desperate Trim Daedalus to the dark door of the Assassin's Guild. There he trained day and night. Oh yes, I did. I've read that already. Read that one already. The shield is your primary defense. No one cares because we're not using the shield. Some gold. Alright. Exciting Tales of Rothbard the Barbarian Part 3. There was once a time when the barbarian Rothbard was bitten by a viper. The poison that coursed through the veins was deadly, and the only cure against imminent death was to be found in a rare herb that grew in the garden of an elf in the village of Aelroth. A staggering and weakened Rothbard struggled through a great journey to the healer's village, where he received the herbs not a minute too soon. Rothbard spent many a day in Aelroth during his recovery, and was often visited by his dwarven friend Ekmar, who frequently joked that it was Rothbard that often bit snakes and not the reverse. Sure. Oh god, there's so much reading. My brother and I once visited a blacksmith. There I saw a beautiful sword on one of the counters. The blacksmith told me that the sword was imbued with a powerful enchantment that provided invincibility to its wielder. I did not believe his claim and asked if I could test it for 1 hour. The blacksmith must have seen me as a potential customer and happily agreed. Well, it seems the blacksmith was telling the truth. But take a look at my list of victims that my brother wrote down. People killed by Auden the Swindler with his enchanted sword. 1 blacksmith, 5 royal guards, 8 passers-by, 12 brigands, 10 city guards, and 15 merchants. Jesus. Guy went on the goddamn rampage. There are 3 holy weapons that in the world that belong together but cannot be together at the same time. You need to find all 3 of them, but to use one you will have to sacrifice the other 2. It won't be easy to find them because they are hidden in very different corners of our world. The first is a mighty sword in the possession of the Dukes of Stormfield's castle. But the Dukes of Ferrell surrender treasure as easily as orcs surrender their honor. But the sword alone is useless, nothing more than a decorative bauble. The second artifact is a nobly designed dagger, once in the possession of the merchants in Vedistus. But alone the dagger is nothing more than a childish status symbol. The third artifact is an amulet and was long the property of the Elven Lord Barbarian. The clan of the Elven Lord died out, though, through drink and excessive poetry many years ago. The amulet may be buried in the grave of one of the Barbarian's family members. Once you have gathered all 3 items, you must bring them to the crypt. The entrance is north of the old church. If you have the 3, the ceremony can be performed. 2 will vanish, but the remaining artifact will be activated as a weapon of great power. By the way, there are rumors about the existence of a 4th holy artifact, a silver set of armor, but it's not necessary to find the armor to perform the above ceremony. A last word of warning, don't disturb the slumber of the guardians of the crypt. Okay. Very interesting. I should actually keep that, but it's in a book, so I can't. Alright. Well, we did it. Now, so... technically, I lifted the curse, so I wonder if I can now leave. And go and speak to him, and he'll be like, oh, thank you, here's a reward. We also need to go grab this weapon from up here. The one that gives us no stamina. I might look into it by a little cheeky Google and just see if there is another use for it, because if not, then I'll just take it and sell it. But we will see what happens. Because I might even have to leave it here for the time being and then come back to it. But this is where I am going to end today's episode. Next episode, we will just run south, see if this guy has anything to say to us. Probably not, but, you know, there's no harm in looking. I might end up exploring this northern part, just at the edge of this garden, or whatever the heck this place is supposed to be. I think that'll be next episode, and we'll see what we come across. In terms of missions and quests, let's see quickly what we have. Finding the holy weapon. Oh, it actually gave us a quest. We need to figure out the harvest disaster, which is about the poison. So I'm actually going to check that pub. and see if we can figure something out. Maybe I need to speak to that guy again and see if he has any other information, but we're not sure. Catch the thief. Obviously, we need to figure out about the cows being stolen. And everything else is pretty much we can't do. We can't enter Stormfist Castle. We can't do the plague problem until we speak to the doctor. We need to do the supply train, of course. Treasure maps we can't really do. Mari's reputation we can't do as we're not in Vadistas. Same goes for delivering this letter. We have to go to the Dwarven Bread Inn to meet Zandalore, but we're not going over there just yet. We need to figure out where George's murderer is, of course. We haven't found any other signs of that, as well as obviously activating the portal. But thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a like, leaving a comment, and whatnot. If you're new, also please consider subscribing. I will catch you guys in the next one. I hope you all have a good day, and